It's another episode on the Locker Room Central, Nigerian Premier Football League, our top priority for this week. After Matchweek 17, Rivers United are top of the log after, meandering and with one game to spare to make it 17 games. What's your take on their performance so far?
Well, I keep saying this that Rivers United are doing everything. They should win the league. That's a very big boost for them. To be a very big reward for them for what they have done in Nigeria for the past couple of years. I've been saying this and I'm saying it that I want Rivers United to win the league because they have. Can I use the word they have suffered, especially on the continent of Africa, and also being the only team that have always gotten to the group stages of either in the CAF Champions League with the CAF Confederation Cup. And the first time the CAF Champions League they got to the group stage too, and they have been going into the group stages of the CAF Confederation Cup. So Rivers United are the ones saving Nigerian teams on the continent of Africa and also giving people that different narrative about Nigerian football. I mean, people outside Nigeria, people in the other leagues in Africa, to other fans in Africa and Ghana too, the different narrative about Nigerian football. Okay, that we can have a single representative on the continent of Africa, and Rivers United have been the only team doing that for Nigerian football for the past couple of seasons. And seeing them on top now, I will not say it's really surprising, but what is really surprising about it is that they still have one game to go, one game at hand. They are still there on top of Nigerian Premier Football League. That's to show you that they have learned from their mistake, because there was a season that they had about 6 games outstanding. They won just 1, drew 4, and lost 1. Yeah, I can still remember. That was one of the, after that, when they got that 6 games in hand, people thought that, okay, if they come back and win all those 6 games, all those 6 matches, that they will go on top of the Nigerian Premier Football and likely win the league. But that did not happen. I'm really happy that they have come back now to the realization that if you have a game in hand, you have to win that game. That's like the leverage you have over other teams. That, okay, yeah, now that other teams, you are busy in the CAF tournament, you have games accumulated for you. You are supposed to come back, keep your head down, and play those games and grind out good points. Really, necessary points, important points from all those games you have at hand. And that's what Rivers United are doing now. What they could not do 2 seasons ago, they are doing it now, and I'm really happy for them. And we should all give kudos to Finidi George. The way this young man has been able to mobilize this team, the way he has been able to shape this team in a way that, okay, yeah, they know how to get points, they know how to win their games, and they know the kind of game they should win, and they know the kind of away point they should pick. And I'm really happy that he's doing it. He said it before that this is just his 5th season in the Nigerian football scene. And 5th season as the manager in Nigerian football. See what he has been able to achieve with Rivers United, and see what he has been able to achieve too with himself. The first season as a coach in Nigerian football, he won the league with the Imba International, and now he wants to do it now with Rivers United, winning the league with Rivers United, and to be a very good reward too, and a very good should I say CV when he's talking about his coaching career and his coaching profession as a Nigerian coach.
All right, you mentioned when you have a game at hand, take all 3 points. Take all 3. Abia Warriors were able to edge Kun Kalifat by a lone strike. We saw the match, we saw the performances, and we saw that lone strike that got Abia Warriors the win. When you're looking at Abia Warriors' performances throughout the Npfl this season, do you think Abia Warriors can stand an edge of getting a qualification into the CAF Confederations Football Champions League next season?
Well, that will boil down to what other teams are, how other teams are performing, because I can remember last season that it was just few points gap that qualified Abia Warriors to the continent of Africa, because I didn't mean Ikorodu City woke up since the beginning of the season, but I'm talking about Ikorodu City on the continent, not Abia Warriors. That was like before they got kicked out by Joliba FC. Yeah. So now Abia Warriors, once again, they have picked 3 massive away points against Kun Khalifa. That's a big one. But I said it that Abia Warriors are here or there. I don't know what their ambition this season, and I don't know what they really want to achieve. At some point they were on top of the log, at some point they were second, they were third, now they are 4th on the log. What do they really want to achieve? They have to set a goal for themselves. That, okay, yeah, this is our ambition this season. If we are not winning the Nigerian Premier Football League, we should qualify for the CAF Champions League. Because if you have the ambition of qualifying for the CAF Champions League, you are going to qualify either for the CAF Champions League or for the CAF Confederation Cup. But if you have the ambition of qualifying for the CAF Confederation Cup, you might likely not qualify for the CAF Confederation Cup and just be like the normal teams, seated 10th, 11th, 12th to 15th in the Nigerian Premier Football League. So now, the coach of Abia Warriors, Imama Mapakabu, has to come out now and outline what he wants his team to achieve this season, because trust me, they don't want to drop the bars. You don't have to drop the standard. You don't have to drop it for any reason. They qualified for the continent of Africa last season. They have to do that once again this season for the pride of Abia State, for the pride of everybody in Abia State, not only for the pride of Abia Warriors fans, for the pride of everybody in Abia State, and for the pride of the Easterners too, and for the maybe Southerners too, yeah, because at least they share some things in common too. So Abia Warriors have to make sure that they don't drop the bar. Imama have to put in every work in it. In the January transfer, when it opens, you have to go into the market and get the players you need. Abia State government are rich enough to sponsor any player or to pay any player that they know that okay, yeah, this player is going to get what he wants. That's why I'm saying that Imama should come out with what he wants for the team, so that at least he's going to make it clear to the government and to the sponsor of the team that okay, yeah, this is what we want. Not by just saying okay, we would love to. You don't love to. We want to. That's what he's supposed to be telling the sponsor of the team, so that at least during the January transfer, they will give him the money that he needs to sign any player he needs that can get the job done for the team. So I really wish him the best, and I wish him that I want him to qualify for the continent of Africa, maybe in the CAF Confederation Cup. That would be very appeasing, yeah, to him and to us too.
You know, when we talk about Abia Warriors, we always fail to most times we fail to talk about their brother or their sister.
They are rivals, not their
They are
brother. They are rivals, so they are not brothers. They are in the way they are not brother stuff, yeah. So they are not brothers, they are rivals.
Eyimba FC, Eyimba International are back, able to edge Kwara United 3-1 last weekend. And you know, we understand the turmoil in Eyimba, in coaching issues, and just this morning we got rumors that possibly a new coach is coming in. We saw pictures and possibly waiting for unveiling very soon. What would you say was the motivation for Eyimba to catch Kwara United 3-1?
Well, the new names that is looking around, Deji Ayeni, new head coach, his manager Akin Maxwell, Ateyoro Ebenezer, the new assistant coach, alongside the chairman of the club, Nwankwo Kanu. Yes, so they said Ayeni will soon be announced as the new head coach of Eyimba International. So Stanley Eguma is done and dusted. I wanted to say Stanley Wabali, but Stanley Eguma is done and dusted for you as the coach of Eyimba. It's very sad that Stanley Eguma is being like this. This is a coach that won the league with Eyimba, no, with Rivers United. And anytime you are mentioning coaches in Nigerian scene, you have to mention Stanley Eguma, because what this coach has been able to do for his own name. I know that some coaches have their time ups and downs, highs and lows and stuff like that, but this is not how you should go out from the club. And Eyimba International is a club that the pressure is there on every coach that goes to coach Eyimba International. So Daniel Ayeni, as you are or Deji Ayeni, as you are going to Eyimba International, you have raised the bar already. The bar is raised already, so you are not bringing it down. But now, there's something that happens in a team when the coach, maybe the players does not like the coach. They want to play against the coach will and against the coach maybe instructions like that, and the outcome of the game. Because you cannot tell me that. That's why I said this, that I'm going to ask this question now. At what point should we blame coaches for a loss? And at what point should we blame the players for a loss? That's the same thing I asked when Rivers United played against that Beacon. At what point should we blame Finidi George for losing that game? At what point should we blame the players for losing that game? So back to Eyimba International now. Eyimba International players, I feel that these players are players that if they don't like a coach, they don't want to win games. They just want to lose the game so that maybe the coach will get fired or sacked anytime. That's what they try to do. And I think they have successfully done it with, no disrespect to Stanley Eguma, but I think they have done it with him. The young man is no more the coach of Eyimba International now. They are bringing a new name. And now, if they are done with that problem now, they have found the solution to that problem. They have Stanley Eguma is no more the coach now. The players should put in the work to win the games. Normal. Like if it was on a normal day that Stanley Eguma was still the coach of Eyimba against Kwara United, Eyimba will not even win that game by 3-1. They might likely win the game, but it will not be by that margin. They might likely win the game by 1-0, 2-1, at most, maybe a draw at the Eyimba International Stadium. That's what they are going to come up with. But now, they know that Stanley Eguma is no more the coach of Eyimba International. Now they want to put in the work and get back into winning ways. They're seeded 8 so far, and I think the road is still very long before we start saying that, okay, yeah, Eyimba International are not title contenders. Because now, the way things are going now, you don't know in the next couple of games, match week 22 or match week 23. But come on, this thing is very fast. Like before you know, we'll still reach match week 38. They're just in match week 17 now, and this weekend will be match week 18. Well,
2 matches to the break.
2 matches to the break, and every team, Edinburgh International, the new coach, definitely is coming in with his own philosophy, with his own strategy, and his own set of players. So it will be a favor to some players, and it will be something else to other players, because trust me, this young man in the general transfer will definitely bring the legs he wants to continue playing for the rest of the season, and the kind of people he loves to play with from other clubs, he will definitely attract them. And some players currently get benched or get sold after. So it's a win-win for some players, and it's a win-lose. Should I say that first? For other players. So yeah.
Sure, win-win for some players, win-lose for some others, as you say. But one interesting win-loss situation for me is Remo Stars, who went away to Bayelsa United to drop points. They scored first, and Bayelsa United were able to equalize and take on the lead at the end of 19 minutes. Do you feel defending champions, reigning champions, Remo Stars has what it takes to get up to the top tier of this season? The first 4 teams possibly get a qualification into the CAF playoffs and whatever you call it. But then, looking at the Remo Stars team that are currently playing this season, I know you still have that bias over there at the Championship.
Yeah.
But setting that aside, looking at the crop of players now in the Remo Stars team, and with them being the defending champions of the Nigerian Premier Football League, do you think it's possible for them to gather momentum and escape possibly relegation?
Well, I think they will escape relegation. 17 matches played now. They have accumulated 22 points to themselves and -4 goals. Remo Star, -4 goals. Champions last season. They are winning the league goals. It's very sad. Very, very sad, I must tell you. And this is like one of the should I say the most rated club, the Npfl so far, because they've got everything. Private owned club. They have the structure is there, the payment is there, the money is there. Anything they want is there. They have been traveling to away matches by air, and come on, look at their performance. It's not appeasing at all. And I feel since Ijabo, Daniel Daily stepped down as the head coach and stuff like that, still among the stars. Like, I don't understand what you're doing. That Reverend star, the back door. I don't understand what you're doing. You are not the head coach. Then what are you? You are still.
That's the problem with.
You are still with the team. What do you want with the team if you are not the head coach? Now, who is calling the shots for the team? Because you are not going to tell me that maybe the owner of Remo Stars will be there when they are making technical decisions. For instance, maybe before the match, they are making technical decisions, and Daniel Ogumide, they stand up to say something, and anybody kicks against it. Nobody will kick against it, because they'll be like, he has been there, he understands players more than the new head coach per se. And come on, the decision making will be flamboyant. Everything will just be like that. It doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't really make sense. I don't understand what he's still doing there. He's still like among the staff, he's still helping them and stuff like that. Maybe he will travel to Africa. Maybe, who knows? He must have traveled to Africa.
He's part of the coaching group.
Yeah, he's part of the coaching group. So
So
he's not more with Remo Star, so we shouldn't blame this. But Ijabo, should I apologize now? But come on, it's still when you were there, they were losing games. So part of the problem too. I think it's part of the problem, and that's like part of the problem for Remo Stars. They don't know their coaching crew right now. They don't know who's the coach of Remo Stars, and I don't know. Maybe they are really distracted at this point, and there's so many things on the sponsor of Remo Stars. And I just hope that's why we needed a backup of Remo Stars. It's quite unfortunate. Yeah, it's quite unfortunate. But Remo Stars, I don't see them winning the league. I don't see them qualifying for the continent. Remo Stars should never qualify for the continent. Nobody wants Remo Stars to qualify for the continent, please. Nobody, like, for real, nobody wants Remo Stars to qualify for the continent. I'm speaking for all Nigerians when I'm sitting down here. Nobody wants Remo Stars. See, people will say that Remo Stars have been there, this and that. We don't want Remo Stars to qualify for the continent because they are of no use in the continent. As far as Morocco, you cannot beat. Mamelodi Sundowns, you cannot beat. Is it the first preliminary stage that you can win? What about the second preliminary stage, the second match? You cannot win the second matches now. So what's the essence of you qualifying for the continent? Let people that can play this team qualify for the continent. Or people that have not gone there before, let them go there and collect the small dollar.
There's experience.
Experience and collect the small dollar and come back and use it for themselves. Since you cannot perform well, we have given you ultimatum and you have exceeded that ultimatum. So we pass the baton back down to another set of teams that can play well.
Remo Stars is laced with problems, but this other team in the Nigerian Premier Football League that has been laced with a lot of problems this season. Kano Pillars. And last week, Kano Pillars traveled all the way to Delta State and were able to pick up vital 1 point at Delta State against Warri Wolves.
Warri Wolves, they are not consistent. Now that Kano Pillars they are sharing points for everybody now, you will not collect your own share and just go in peace, because when you know that when you visit, maybe when they visit Kano Pillars, maybe they must have gone back to Kano State to continue. Yeah, at the Sani Abacha Stadium when they visit. So now that everything is like this, and all the teams that are playing against Kano Pillars now this year, collect your points and keep quiet and clean your mouth and thank God, because you don't know what happened at the Sani Abacha Stadium. You don't know what will happen, because I don't see. Well, Kano Pillars are seated rock bottom. Jesus Christ. 13 points out of 17 games. 13 points. It's very bad. They're averaging, I think, 0.7, if I'm not wrong, 0.7 points per game, 0.8, something like that. It's very, very bad. It's very, very bad. Kano Pillars, it's a shame. It's a shame on all Northerners. It's a shame on Kano State government. It's a shame on Akpat Musa and the rest, the legendary Rabi Ali. I don't want to say it's a shame on Rabi Ali, because I don't want to disrespect Rabi Ali, but it's a shame on the administrators of Kano State and the administrators of Kano Pillars at this point. Kano Pillars seated rock bottom. Who would have thought? But still, it's still football. Anything can happen. And at this point, I'm still of the opinion that Kano Pillars are not going to relegate. But now, maybe the second stanza, when they do this, when they behave like this until March the 30th, I think I'll come to a full conclusion that, Kano Pillars are coming back to the NNL. 3 times consecutive winners of the Npfl and 5 times winner of the Npfl. It's embarrassing. Kano Pillars, I don't wish them this, but I don't know who to wish this. But should not happen to them, because they came in
for Barao FC. Because the next stop is at Barao FC against Shooting Stars.
But you know what happened? I think this is what happened. Barao FC and Kano Pillars will come into a mutual agreement to see who is going to relegate.
Okay.
And if they should come into that agreement,
Barao is 19. Kano Pillars is 20.
Barao has, I think, 17 points. Yes, 17 points after 17 games. So they're averaging 1 point per game. And Kano Pillars have 30. They'll come to a mutual agreement who will relegate. And that's how Northerners do their stuff, even when they want to promote from the NNL to the Npfl. I know this is what people will not understand. People will not know. But this is like the gist I'm giving you premium. You will not hear this gist from anywhere. They'll come to the mutual agreements. Alpha. Let us sit down on this and grind out who is going to stay to represent the state. But trust me, Kano Pillars, if they should have that kind of mutual agreement, Kano Pillars will not agree to represent.
But
FC will want to relegate.
I beg to differ with you, Trent.
Now,
Barao is privately owned.
Barao is privately owned.
Investment-wise by Senator Barao.
I know, investment-wise. But I think this will be the same thing that happened with Atlan and Kun Khalifa. Like, it's not the same thing, but we know the owner of Kun Khalifa is not that buoyant financially as the owner of Barao now. And the owner of Barao, no disrespect to you, like, Chief, the low-key, you guys run things in Kano State, and trust me, I don't know, but Kano Pillars, they have power, and Barao FC have the money. Kano Pillars also have the money, but see, Barao FC will not want to relegate.
But
if they come to that mutual agreement.
I feel it's much more of a situation of who understands, who wants it more, who understands the fan base more. They share the same fan base, Barao and Kano Pillars.
Yeah.
And who plays the better brand of football? Because I feel it's more like a fan decision at this point. Who should go?
The fans will always say Kano Pillars should stay.
Who gives the fans more joy?
When you're talking about more joy, let's not talk about the title and the wins.
Not the title, the brand of football.
The brand of football. The brand of football. But now people are just enjoying Bada for a year now. And let's talk about the incentive that these people give to. Like what the giveaways at the stadium, the end of the year party from this club compared to this other club, what the free jerseys and what this fan base tend to enjoy as supporters of these big clubs. What are they really enjoying? We know that Kano Pillars fans are diehard fans. They are diehard fans of Kano Pillars. When you're talking about the fan base fights, Kano Pillars fans always, even though they are not enjoying anything, these people love Kano Pillars with all their heart and all their might. Because you remember when Kano Pillars visited the Gospel Club International Stadium against Aqua United, fans of Kano Pillars came out in numbers to watch that game, just to see Rabi Ali play. Just Rabi Ali play. They don't have any Rabi Ali at Bara FC. They don't have any Apomusa at Bara FC. So just that name Rabi Ali alone for Kano Pillars, bro. Rabi Ali is more respected than even no disrespect, but even the governor. I don't think the governor will have that kind of respect they give to Rabi Ali from like football based.
What if during the break? What if during the break, Warao now throws their net, cast their net on Rabi Ali?
Rabi Ali ain't going there. Come on.
Rabi
Ali ain't going to Bara FC. Rabi Ali will not go to Bara FC.
That conversation, but let's just take the other results. Plateau United, Nasarawa United. It was a goalless draw. Ikurudu City and Katsina saw a goalless draw also. Niger Tornadoes were able to edge El Kanemi Warriors 3-0. I think 3-0. That was the highest scoreline for the week. Yes, because I remember Enyimba played 3. They considered 1, but Niger Tornadoes scoring 3 past El Kanemi, a strong side. Do you feel Niger Tornadoes will be contenders?
It's more Niger Tornadoes. El Kanemi Warriors are struggling. You should understand that they are still 17. They are struggling, and Niger Tornadoes are still 5th. Yes. Well, I don't understand this kind of permutations from Niger Tornadoes because they are a team that they are not really consistent, but so far this season, see, all the teams are doing everything possible that when other big teams in the second standard start waking up, they will find themselves in a better position. That's what Niger Tornadoes are trying to do. See, it's not easy to stay in the Nigerian Football League. So, no, it's easy to stay in the Nigerian Premier Football League, but it's not easy to get promotion to Nigeria. Everyone knows that. So no one wants to relegate at this point. And Niger Tornadoes, I will not say they are title contenders. They are not contending for the continental spots as it's peak, despite seated 5th. They're just like there. They're just wanting to cause distraction and disruption to other teams that have the ambition to qualify. Yeah. But their total ambition will be, let's get a continental ticket and all of that. But I don't think they're going to get it. But now they're trying to stay fit. They're trying to stay on the log very well, that they don't have to start punching their calculators during match day 30, 32 and 35 in the Nigerian Premier Football League. So that's what they're trying to avoid. And I'm really happy for them that they're doing that. But for El Kanemi Warriors, see, I can still remember the season the Kanemi Warriors came from the relegation. See, the NNL is not easy. I don't know, teams that are in the Npfl don't know what good it means for them. The NNL is not easy. All the teams that are in the NNL are crying sweat and blood to come back. The Northern Conference might be easy, but you see the Southern Conference is not easy. Maybe El Kanemi Warriors have their way of coming back because they're in the Northern Conference. But you see the Southern Conference, if you're there, if you know that you're going to get relegated, you will be drawn into the Southern Conference. You don't get relegated at all. Try not to get relegated. It's better for the teams to be relegated. Because getting promotion from North to the Npfl is very easy. But you see the Southern Conference, it's not easy at all. So, El Kanemi Warriors, whatever you're doing, stay put, stay on the log. If you want to relegate because you're in the Northern Conference, probably get promotion back. Maybe after 6 seasons.
So Trent, in all this, Npfl, the NNL, the NWFL, we still have this special package for the NWFL and also for the NNL, because, like we always see, football in Nigeria is not easy, especially when it comes to the lower tiers. Now, looking at all this and all this in perspective, in particular, the NPFL. You remember I asked you this question some time ago about your favorites for the season, and then this is match week 17, done and dusted. 2 matches to the break. Do you have any favorites? You.
Favorite. What I think I choose my favorite before. I think I was talking about Kikurudu and Abia. Yeah, I remember I put Abia Warriors into the conversation that time. Abia Warriors, now they are doing anyhow. Abia Warriors, Kikurudu, and Nasarawa United, they were like. But I feel as you go with Nasarawa United, I would have said realistically, I think Rivers United comes in.
Okay.
But what I want Rivers United is that this club, I don't know, they have money, but they're always being broke. They have the money, but I don't know why they don't just remove the money and do what they're supposed to do. Look at the CAF Champions League, the way they are doing things. Some people say they were. See, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say you guys are not doing as a big team and teams that have won the league before, and teams that you know where your money is coming from, straight from the government house directly, and you are doing like this. Rivers United should do better.
But you haven't asked the question, what's the budgetary allocation for Rivers United?
Rivers United. Will they want to tell you? They will not want to tell you their location every month.
So you can't say they are a rich team.
Okay, but we know the amount of money they are getting from CAF. We all know the $700,000.
Yeah, 700,000 is just a figure after all infringement has been.
Is this someone that's saying because they don't want to remove money and solve something and give a proper solution to a problem? That's why those infringements will be coming in. So it's not one's fault. They got $700,000 from CAF.
They don't get it.
That is the money. That is the money Rivers United will be getting, qualifying to the group stage of the CAF Champions League.
At the end of the group stage, Trent.
It's the end of the group stage. It's not my business. If they not do their media stuff well, if the referees did not come out well, they did not take care of the referees well, if their facilities is not up to standard, blah blah blah. This. It's not my business. They were supposed to solve that. They are supposed to make sure that everything is put in place before that. Because they have what it takes for everything to be put in place before all those deduction of $60,000, all those deduction of $20,000. At the end of Rivers United, they are not broke. Rivers United are not broke, but they used to act broke. That's anything I have with them. Since you said we don't know the allocation of their monthly allocation every month, I know the amount of money they are going to get from CAF.
Who is your
$700,000.
Trent, who is?
And you cannot do anything about media in CAF tournament.
Trent, who is your favorite for the NPFL this season after match week 17? Who do you think will take the crown?
Rivers United.
That's why United are top contenders.
I know. Rivers United have a game. We all know that. Let's just put that into consideration now. You know these things. Let's even do the calculation again. Rivers United have 33 points after 16 games.
Yeah.
On match week 17. They have 1 game to go. And if they should pick full 3 points, they'll be having 36 points.
Yes.
And there'll be 5 points clear from Nasarawa United. Nasarawa United have 31. But now if Rivers United should lose their next game, even though Rivers United should lose their next game, they still have 1 game at hand. Okay. And if they should win that game too, they will go Rivers United. I don't want to say, since you say after match week 17, Rivers United, maybe after match week 25, you ask me the question again and I think I'll change my perception about anything that is going for the crown. But for now, Rivers United are, I think they are serious winning the
Trent says he's going to change his perception for what he feels will be on the crown. Trent, to round it up, AFCON, just at the corner, knocking. Super Eagles, they host Morocco, and a whole lot of action packs we are expecting from the AFCON 2025. We've seen the branding, we've seen the publicity, we've seen the visuals, we've seen the deals, the media deals, the brand deals, the sponsorships. What are your expectations?
And we've also seen the rules and regulations. Morocco. Well,
CAF.
Oh, sorry, CAF. Morocco. Let's say Morocco. You know why? Consider remember Qatar. It was not FIFA. It's Qatar. So, my own is that, because we'll definitely have a special episode for the AFCON.
Yeah.
But my own is that if Erisol Chel does not win the AFCON for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, not even for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, if he does not win the AFCON for Nigerians, that's when I myself say this to the job. The job of 9-10.
So that's your parting shot. Eric Sekrichel, the ultimatum is win the AFCON 2025 for Nigeria. It's been the Locker Room Central.